Hi everyone, my name is Thomas Kim. Today is October 4th, 2020. This is my 75th episode about the vector calculus and the classical electromagnetism. In this episode, I will discuss OpenGL shader syntax highlighter and chapter 1 of OpenGL Programming Guide 9th edition. If you do not have OpenGL Programming Guide 9th edition from Amazon, I would recommend you to purchase a copy of this book. I will deal with most examples in this book. Also, I will deal with examples in OpenGL Comprehensive Tutorial and Reference 7th edition. If you do not have this book, you can purchase one copy from Amazon 7th edition. I assume you have watched my previous videos, especially episode 50, 52, 57, 58. If you haven't watched episode 57, please double click this link. If you haven't watched episode 57, OpenGL Graphics Tutorial 14, How to Create Project Template in Visual Studio, you cannot follow my current and future session. Without further ado, let's get started. Start Visual Studio 2019. Go to Extension, Manage Extensions, select Online, search OpenGL, then select GLSL Language Integration, click Download. Now close. We have to restart Visual Studio. Close. Click Yes. Click Modify. Installing GLSL language integration. Updating configuration for Microsoft Visual Studio. Now close. Start Visual Studio 2019. Go to File, New, Project. Then you should have Programming Guide app, Superbible app, these two projects. Or Programming Guide, you will have this template. Select this, click Next, click Browse button. In your working folder, click New, 075, Programming Guide, Chapter 01, select folder, triangle, click Create. If you do not have this project template, that means you haven't watched episode 57. In our previous episode, episode 57, in this episode, episode 57, set up OpenGL Graphics Tutorial 14, how to create project templates in Visual Studio. In this video, we created the project templates. If you haven't watched this video, then you cannot create this solution. Ctrl F5 to test build. If you watched my previous video carefully and set up your machine properly, you should be able to build this project successfully. Now right-click, Add, New Filter, Shader, Files. Right-click, Add, New Item, Utility, select text file, triangles, .vert. VERT extension is for Vertex shader. Click Add. Version 400 or 450. Core. Layout. Location 0. In back 4. Free position. Don't forget semicolon. Void main GL position free position. Don't concern about the squiggle. Now save. Right click, add new item, utility, text file, triangles, FRAG, fragment shader. The extension is FRAG. Click add. Version 450, core, out, back 4, F color, void, main, F color, back 4, 0.5, 0.4, 0.8, 1.0. This is color. Save. Now we can close it. I will change it 400. It doesn't matter. Save it. I will close it. Header file. Double click it. Source file. Double click it. Now I will unfold and arrange side by side. This is the header file. We don't need this. Ctrl A, delete. Include programming guide app.h, enum, enumeration, VAO means vertex array object, IDs, triangles, enum, VAOs. This is equivalent to constant int, triangles, 0, constant int, enum, VAOs, 0. This syntax and this syntax is equivalent. So, sorry, this is 1. Enum, buffer, IDs, array, buffer, number of buffers. This syntax is equivalent to constant int, array buffer equal 0, constant int, enum buffers equal 1. This syntax is equivalent to this syntax. Triangles, number of vertex array object, buffer array, number of buffers. These are compile time constant. enum, attrib, IDs, v position, 0. This is equivalent to constant int, v position, 0. So we created vertex array v position here. Triangles fragment, I made typo here. Save all, back in programming guide. Here, type def GL graphic library UINT, unsigned int, unsigned integer, GLUINT. I will define a type alias like this. Then GLUINT VAOs. This is array. NUM VAOs. VAO stands for vertex array object. GLUINT buffers, number of buffers. Constant GLU int NUM vertices. We defined 6 vertices. Void init void GL GEN generate vertex arrays NUM VAOs. We defined VAOs here, so I will paste it here. Then VAOs. We defined VAOs here. So VAOs are array NUM VAOs. It means generate NUM VAOs or VAOs or generate. This is one VAO. Now here type def GL float GL float. Here GL find vertex array VAOs triangles. Please note that triangles is defined here. It means find zeroth element of VAO array. That is the first element of the triangle or vertex array object. GL float vertices NUM vertices. We define 2. I will just copy and paste like this. So 1 vertices, 2 vertices, 3 vertices, 4 vertices, 5 vertices, 6 vertices. Because NUM vertices is defined 6. And each vertex has 2 elements. 1, 2. 1, 2. So 2. Now GL create purpose. NUM purpose purpose. NUM purpose is defined here. So we are creating one purpose. We are creating one purpose. Also, purpose is defined here. GL bind purpose. GL array purpose purpose array purpose. We defined array buffer here. Copy, paste. Now GL buffer storage. GL array buffer size of vertices. Vertices. This is flag. Size of vertices returns byte count of vertices. This array. Shader info shaders. This is array. Don't forget semicolon here. 2 elements. The last one is GL none null. GL vertex shader. We provide vertex shader. This file triangles vertex. So triangles but GL fragment shader triangles frag. This file. This shader info go to declaration is defined load shader. So it is struct. Now GL unsigned int program load shaders. We provide this array, shader array. Load shaders, compiles, and link the shaders. Triangle, vert, and triangle, preg. GL, use program. GL, vertex, attrib, pointer. V position to GL float, GL pulse 0, buffer offset 0. This is a simple macro. Right click, go to declaration. This returns void pointer. So we provided 0. This is null pointer. This is null pointer. GL enable vertex attribute array reposition. We will learn more about these things in future sessions. Now we completed init function, initialization function. Void display static constant float black. We are defining color black 0, 0, 0, 0. This is array. GL clear buffer. F means plot. This F means plot. V means vector. Vector means array. GL color draw buffer default value 0. GL float pointer means array. We clear background with black. GL bind vertex array objects triangles. Triangles is defined 0. So we are drawing the first element of array. GL draw arrays. GL triangles 0 number of vertices. It is starting index. This is end index of this vertex array. I will make some room. Int std call, or we can say callback win main. H instance, H instance, H instance, H previous instance. This is actually not used. LP str LP command line. This is actually constant character pointer. Int and command show. This is typical Windows applications main function, main entry point. GLFW init. We initialize GLFW library. GLFW window. We create a window. GLFW create window width, height. This is title. This title triangles. Then we confess null. GLFW make context current window. Now GL3W init. We need one more initialization. Now we are calling this init function. I will unfold init. Now message pump. GLFW window should close window. Please note that we have to negate. We call display. We are calling this function. Then GLFW swap buffers window. Don't worry about this. GLFW poll events. We are extracting or processing Windows message. GLFW destroy window. Now GLFW terminate. Up to this point, I covered OpenGL programming guide. This is 8th edition. I don't have 9th edition PDF. Chapter 1, Introduction OpenGL, your first look at an OpenGL program. We are drawing this figure, fit width. Please note that in this program code, this is main function. This does not work for Windows. This is for Linux or Unix. On Windows system, this is not the entry point of GUI application. On Windows, all GUI application should have WinMain. So this text is based on Unix or Linux. Now press Ctrl F5. We have drawn two triangles. We created two shader program. This is triangle vertex shader. This is fragment shader. We will learn more about this code in future episodes. So don't concern about all the details of these things. As long as you can type in your code and build successfully on your machine, the next thing you should do is get a copy of this book and do binge reading. 3D graphics with OpenGL is ES, or embarrassingly simple, as long as you understand the mathematics behind.